Wait for guys to join. Right. Good afternoon, good morning, good night. Is there any more good? Okay, welcome to the analysis, so Sunday session. Right. Today I'll start off first, then we'll switch over to Alexis for fundamental. I'll just purely be going technicals. I'll be sharing something not exactly new, but something I've been doing a while already, but usually I don't really show it, which is trading a reversal. So I think people have joined more or less already. Let me start by sharing my screen. Let's go through the usual first. Let me get rid of that. All right, so I'm on a weekly chart on the currency index. And the first on my list will be the Canadian dollar currency index. You can see that previously the Canadian currency has been very, very predictable since 2022. December 2022, you can see that it just bounced. This is your typical range pair currency. Yeah. So now it has reached the bottom. Naturally, we'll be trying to trade upwards. And it looks like it has a fair way to go, which is really good if you are going for trend trading. You can see that every time it reaches the extreme of the range, it just works back down, go up, down. Recently wobble a bit, and then I would fairly well expect to at least go to the halfway mark. Yeah, better if it goes all the way up. Yeah, but anyway, it will be safe to say that we'll be trading the Canadian currency, the CAD, for the next, I would say, a month. Yeah, I'll be just buying the CAD. Yeah, unless there's something really happening in the oil sector. But we'll leave that to Alexis. Now, the Aussie index, again on a weekly chart, is not as clean. Admittedly, it's not as clean, but it's still tradable. Now, it does not have a higher leeway compared to the Canadian currency, but we can expect about 1 or 2 weeks of rising, which for the lower time frame, I think is good enough for a 3 to 5:1. 3, 4, 5:1. Even on the daily chart, we can easily trade that at least for 1:1 or 2:1. Yeah, depending on how deep is the retracement. Yeah, but these two will be top of my list for trading for a buy. Now on the Swiss index, now this is a bit tricky to trade. In fact, this is one of my trade that I'll be attempting a reversal trade. You can see that price actually does break this level. Now this level is, I'm not going to say that it's a strong horizontal level. It has been broken several times, but I can't help it that you can see that in the past, this is actually a very, very strong reversal point. So price recently break through, have a gap, went back down, and then last week you can see that it basically just bounced off this level. I would say we have about 2 weeks worth of trading opportunity to trade back up to this level if it presents itself. Now the point with reversal trading is that it might continue in a trend. Yeah, then there won't be any reversal setup. Yeah, but later I'll show you how I actually determine whether a true reversal is actually taking place. Now, sorry, take back my words. I wouldn't say a true reversal, but trading the first retracement. Yeah, for trend trading purposes, that usually prove to be the most profitable setup if you are willing to let it run. Now, Kiwi, a bit similar with the Swiss index, but I would say it's messy, right? If we had gotten this, then I would say it's beautiful, it's nice, but currently price is really, to me, it's just in the middle of nowhere. On the long term, it's really on a downtrend, but you can see the midterm is just really in the range, and it's not exactly right smack at the extreme end of the range. Yeah, I would say I would have missed the boat, not a particular pair which I would like to trade. Now the euro is kind of interesting. It's really at the extreme end of my level, which is a level which I love to trade. Whole number levels, you can see that price basically whenever it reaches this level is only majestically broken up once and then get back down. So price has come to here again. So for prediction is that price will get back down again. Yeah. So if it does comes down, I would say we have 2 to 3 weeks worth of downtrend that we can trade for euro. Yeah. Again, I park it in the middle because until it has proven otherwise, it's really in the unsure zones. Yeah. the British index, pretty similar as the euro. You can see that price. This is a really, really good level for us to trade. Yeah, you can see from the past it gets messy. It gets messy around this area, and then it gets bounced once, barely a bounce second time, and then this will be a third time, and it's coming back in the fourth. Yeah. So at this 130 level, we are anticipating a rejection. Yeah. So hence, when we anticipate something, I will need to wait for the technicals to affirm my prediction, and then I'll jump in. So usually that's where I trade my first retracement. Now I would say the yen for the past 2 to 3 weeks is particularly tricky to trade due to the BOJ intervention. But I can't help it. Look, price is a nice downtrend until it proves otherwise. I can't say that whatever has happened in the fundamental side, it will definitely take place. But on the technical side, you can see at the 70 level, previously it has proven to be a very, very strong bounce point. So now price actually gap up, and this is a very, very huge bearish bar. Now, say we have, if this proves true, then we have say 1 or 2 weeks of selling pressure before price. Now, if indeed it decide to bounce off here, then this would be actually the first bounce of a uptrend. But until it bounces off, we won't know. So I would say even for the daily to H1, we'll have a good opportunity to trade at least to this level. We'll see how it goes. And the last is DXY. Even from weeks back, months back, it has been a very good selling pressure. Yeah. So now I have no reason to doubt that it might continue all the way to the 100 level. Might encounter some resistance over here, but you can see that previous week it did attempt a rejection, but it has a very, very bearish close. Yeah, even at the 90 percentile, the below level. So I would strongly say that the price will actually healthily travel all the way down to 100. Yeah, that will give us about nearly a month of selling pressure. So now with that, we are going to attempt trading the strongest against the weakest. So first off my list would be actually the dollar CAD. You can see dollar is the weakest in my ranking and CAD is the strongest. So let's have a look. Oops, I shouldn't be doing that. Let me switch back. Okay. So like I said, dollar is going to be weak. CAD is going to be strong. So even on the, now I'm at the dollar H4 chart. The downtrend has already started. Very nice. So price, I'm just waiting. It has break. Right, definitely it has a very, very clean break. I'm just waiting for some sort of consolidation or even a nice retracement, and then I'll continue selling. But even for this selling, I would say at best, let's aim for this horizontal level. You can see in the past, this level, it has bounced off several times. Right, so don't be too aggressive on this. You might want to take profit at this level before price actually completely break. Yeah, because this level is proving too strong since back in April. Yeah, so it'll be wise to actually take some partial profit and then let the rest run. So top of my list will be dollar CAD. Okay, either wait for consolidation or a retracement, and will be nice. It will be great to go in. Next on my list, I'll be trading CAD yen. Again, in my ranking, CAD is the top of the list, so I'll be buying it. Now, CAD yen compared to dollar CAD is a bit harder to trade. It doesn't really have a nice uptrend path yet. You can see that basically price reverses from here and then it consolidates. Yeah, some might even spot this as a rising wedge, rising triangle. Price break, retested this level very, very nicely. I will just be waiting for another bullish bar. I don't really care about the price action, and then I will jump in. Now, for those of you who are more conservative, you might want to wait for a second retracement. Yeah, so again, a nice clean retracement before jumping in. For me, all I'm waiting for is either on Monday or Tuesday, a good bullish bar, and then I will jump in already. Yeah, this is a very clean break and retest for me. Aussie dollar, again, very similar to CAD yen. You can see that Aussie, second strongest on my list that I've ranked. Dollar is the lowest, which is the weakest. Now, this is what I would say is a very, very classic, nice uptrend already. Up, down, up. I'm just waiting for a down move, which is a retracement, and then I'll just jump in. I don't think I need any more explanation to this. Now, so after going through all this, which is the top three pair which I would love to trade, or just pending a very simple setup, next I'm going to go through is actually Euro Swiss, I believe. Yeah. So what happens if you recall, just now I was going through Euro. You can see Euro is at a very nice 110 level. I'm preparing for it to drop down. So that means the selling pressure. And then let's look at Swiss. Swiss, I'm preparing for it to actually have a short-term buying pressure. All right. So these two will be a nice opportunity for me to actually do a reversal trade or a first retracement trade. Yeah. Either of these two, if I get it right, usually it proves to be a really running sort of a marathon trade for me, which I'm willing to let it run. Now, so let me see it. Okay. So if that can, again, Euro supposed to drop. Now what I'm waiting for, wait, what did I just press? So you can see that price, in order for me to actually trade a counter trend, I need a very, very nice trend in the first place, which Euro Swiss has given me in the H4 side. Now, what I'm waiting for price to do is actually for price to actually wobble around here and then go from below. Yeah, so this will actually enable me to jump in safely. Now, for those of you who have difficulty in spotting this, then I would say just go to your usual chart, your pivots. Now, the pivot has a very, very nice showing. So in the past, sorry, let me go back to the trading view. Let's say from this point onwards, you can see that Euro Swiss at this point, very, very similar. Price goes up, and then it doesn't really demonstrate as strong of a trend, but at the first point of break, yeah, some of you who are not not very familiar with trading counter or trading the first retracement, see from this point you can see that on my chart, which is 12th of July, at this point, where is the first signal for you to jump in? Refer to your pivot. All right, so from this point onwards, once an uptrend is established, and in your standard weekly pivot, if it breaks the support level below, this usually proves a crucial point for us to actually jump in. Uptrend, it breaks. You can see from here, downtrend, it breaks upwards. Right. So don't go looking for all sorts of breaks. We must have an established trend. Usually I would say about 3 weeks for H4. I would classify that as an established trend. Once it breaks, look for your first retracement or any sort of price action that you trade. Easily a 3:4, 1:3, 4:1. So Euro Swiss, what I'm waiting for similarly is for price to actually break the support level before I can trade downwards. If it doesn't, then go for a normal trend trading move. If it does, then yes, this is something I'm willing to let it run. All right, so that's all to it. That's how I actually do my first retracement trade.